Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Lady Coco Show. Tonight is Tuesday night. It is April 28th. We have a couple of more days before the month of April is over. And so we're about to tap into the month of May. I have my co-host on here, Teddy Diamonds. Teddy, tell them where you're from. I keep forgetting where you're from. I know you're from Arkansas.
I'm from El Dorado, Arkansas, but I live in North Little Rock, Arkansas.
North Little Rock, Arkansas.
Right.
How small is North Little Rock? I've never heard of North Little Rock.
Um, North Little Rock is probably like 70,000 people. It's a twin city to Little Rock. The only thing that's separating us is the Arkansas River.
Oh, okay, the Arkansas River. Okay, okay. Well, all right. Is it a place where you like residing, or you just there for now?
Um, it I'm well, I can't even say I'm just here for now because I've been here almost 10 years, but I don't know.
Where are
I get some
you originally from? You say?
El Dorado.
Oh, you're from El Dorado. Okay, okay. So what's the difference though? Like where you live now is smaller than El Dorado?
No, actually El Dorado's smaller.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you hear people talking about El Dorado. Okay, I see you guys are chiming in. Chris, how are you doing? Thank y'all for chiming in. We're tuned in tonight from YouTube as well as Facebook via Facebook. So when you come in, if you don't mind, if you would share for us, and we're just gonna have an open floor session tonight where if you guys have questions, you can ask us questions. If we can answer the questions for you all, we will do that as well. Last week we had a great show. We had Simo Smooth, he's a Southern Soul artist, and we also had a great writer on, which was Kimberly Jubilee. She is a writer through herself first, and then she also uses AI to download some of her songs. Well, all of her songs are downloaded and produced through her AI company. And so she's going to be coming back on the show again to let us know, to school us basically how to use AI. If you have a voice that you can sing, she's a writer where she can write your music and also produce the music through AI. Or if you're a writer and she can co-write for you or write for you, it'll possibly be uploaded through AI. So we're going to bring her back once she goes to her cruise and come back. So she can tell us exactly how AI is done and how it works. If you would like to be a product of AI, she can help you do that also. I'm familiar with it, but I can't tell you all exactly what it's all about. Teddy, what you know about it?
I played with an AI app called I think it's called Sono, and like for me it was as easy as putting an instrumental on there and like writing
Mhm.
out the lyrics. But some of the AI apps you can just write in what you want the song to be about and they'll write it for you.
Right, that's what she was saying. You can put in like your I guess the hook of the song, and then it'll do it from there. Now, do you know if it's possible to change what AI give you if it's your song? Good evening, everybody. I see y'all chiming in here. If you would do us a favor, share at least one time for us this evening. We will appreciate it. Wilhelmina, who is that? Teresa, Bernita. Hello to all of you all. Thank y'all for tuning in. So do you know if it's something that you can tweak, or once you give them what it is, that's just what it is?
No, the app that I've used, like it'll give you a couple of different styles of the song.
Hmm.
And like you get to choose whichever one you like the best.
Okay, okay, okay. I'm gonna welcome everyone to the show. To the show. Yeah, I probably can pin it on there. Are you able to are you able to share from your side tonight?
Let me see.
I'm gonna see if I can share also so we can read it abroad to some groups, and because see, this would be a very interesting topic tonight if we speak on AI. I don't want to talk about it too much because people have their prerogative to do, what they want to do. So it's by choice. And the thing about it is, when you okay, yeah, there's some people right there. When you use it, I guess you have to really, really know, like, hey, if there's something that you want, what's your opinion on people accepting you for doing it? Can you actually sing and perform your own song, and do it like that? Okay, I've shared it. Let me say happy birthday to Wilhelmina. Happy birthday to you, Wilhelmina. Happy
Happy
77th
birthday.
birthday. She says she just had a 77th birthday. I believe it was today. We pray that God bless you with many, many more. She shared quite a bit of people information on social media, like their music and things of that nature in her group. I'm not for sure the name of the group, but if you will, I think is it Wilhelmina House or something like that. What's the name of your group, Wilhelmina? So we can start sharing over there in your group too. She shared over there, but I need to know. Carolyn Ross, how you doing, Mama? Do it like that. So, anyways, tonight we have an open floor session. Well, we're going to just talk about it. And if you all have questions, as I stated earlier, ask your questions, and we're going to do our best to respond to the questions. You're so welcome. Christy Scott, Louisiana, I see you. And to all the followers and fans that we have that watches us on Tuesday night, we appreciate you all for coming in and taking the time out to take a listen to us and engage with us also. Teddy, I'm going to let you have the floor for a second if you would like to say something to the audience.
I just want to thank everybody for coming out and tuning in with us.
Yes, we thank you all. And I saw you had a show over the weekend
Oh yeah.
again. And
Oh, yeah.
you came out there doing your thing this time, telling them ladies God broke the mold.
I'm trying.
So tell me, what was the difference though? And also Teresa Robinson had a birthday. So let me slow down before I get on my bro here. Teresa Robinson had a birthday also a few days ago. Happy birthday to Teresa Robinson. I believe it was April 24th or 25th. Now y'all got to charge it to my head because I can't remember all these days. Also to Mr. Todd, the hubby man in the house. His birthday was yesterday, the 27th. So for all of you all that gave out those birthday wishes, we thank y'all. Any birthdays for the month of April before it closes out? Or if you have a birthday coming up, you can put it on here and we'll do our best to see them and shout you out for your birthday. I see New Orleans checking in. Miss Jane Gentry, good evening to you. So let's talk about this show over the weekend. What show was that?
It was the I Love the Blues tour show,
Okay.
Dukes and Boots edition.
Okay, who was on that show with you?
Ooh, let me see. Mike Jr. was on there. Big Bo was on there. I think Cicely Will Warren was on there. Just Epic was on there.
Okay.
JC McKellen was on there. It was a long lineup. It was a long show. It was nice though.
Okay. That's amazing. To get on those shows, when you tap into Southern Soul, there's so many shows that go on, and so I'm seeing you out there. You moving around on that stage. This week you moved around the week before, but this week I think you must have thought about whoever said whatever they said. You was like, I'm gonna show y'all I can do this. Now you got one little thing, Teddy, that I see that you do. Good evening, Crystal Murray. That's my go-to girl right there. That's a bad girl, Teddy.
Oh yeah,
Crystal
I'll be
Murray.
checking.
She's saying hello to you. She's saying hello to you. So
Hey,
there's a little something that you do when you're on stage. I don't know if you have recognized it or not, but I'm going to ask you do you know that little thing that you do when you're on stage?
With the grip in the mic.
No.
Um,
That's another
no,
little
tell me.
thing that you do. And I think that's something that's going to stay in your show. I think if you took that out your show, I would recognize it right away because I've watched you now perform a couple of times and you do that very often. So let's see to the audience this evening. If you all have seen Teddy Diamonds on stage performing, have you noticed there's something that he does? Chicago is checking in. Be Love, how are you doing? If you all could tell us if you've seen him on stage, because here's the thing: either they're going to post a video after he has performed the next day or that same night or what have you. What's you all take? Have you seen it before I tell y'all what it is? And then when I ask this question again, I think Teddy, we should start doing some giveaways. You know, pay attention to what we talked about on a certain show, and then we come back and ask the question, and we give something away. You can only have 2 tries, and then we can send you something. What you think about that?
It's cool. I'm with it. I like it.
Okay, so I'm looking to see if anybody on here, if you share, please let us know that you share so we can shout you out. Teresa Robinson, thank you for the share. So I'm waiting to see if anybody can tell me. I don't see anybody saying what you do. So here's the thing that you do all the time.
Oh yeah. Hey, there's something that I picked up from when I was rapping. Like it's just something that came to me.
I said it. I said it to somebody. I said that to somebody. And I said, I guarantee you it's a couple of things that he's doing. Remember, he told us he was a rapper and he did that as a rapper. There's another thing that you do also. So listen, I hope you all are paying attention. I just showed you all one of the things that Teddy does when he's on stage performing. He do this. Thank you so much for sharing, Wilhelmina. So y'all remember that. There's one other thing that he does when he's on stage. I'm going to kind of show you, but I'm not because I'm sitting down. So he has the mic in one hand. Can anybody guess what he's doing with the free hand? The mic is in one hand while he's singing, performing, and then the other hand, he's doing something with that hand pretty much all the time when he's not doing this.
Was swinging it?
You can't tell them.
Oh,
see, they got to know what you do. I just showed them the one dance that you do. But then there's one thing that he does also. One other thing that he does also. Look like they're giving you some hearts. They might like that. And one of the things that he does, he has the mic in one hand, and then he's using that other hand for something else. Have anybody seen that? Let me see. Good evening, Marie Miller. Okay, I'm trying to see if they're, so nobody is saying. So the next thing, so listen, y'all need to remember these questions, and when we come back, we don't know if it's going to be next week or the following week, but we're going to ask this, and then we're going to do some giveaways. So y'all got to pay attention. So what he does, he's singing with one hand, and this comes from his rap side also. So eventually, I think these things may change unless it's just actually stuck in him, right? So he grabs his belt. He's singing, and he grabs his belt. He doesn't really just grab the belt. He kind of like just hold the belt, and he move a little bit. Okay, is that true or false?
That's true. I really got a belt buckle on, but I just don't have it on the outside. So I'll be grabbing like the big buckles.
Uh-huh.
And it just be up under my shirt. Like I don't be having my shirt tucked in. And I don't know why, but like my hand just be like, grab your belt buckle. Like
no,
I don't
you grab so that means that I'm paying attention.
Oh yeah.
So now for all of you all that are on here tonight, remember there are 2 things that Teddy Diamond does when he's on stage. The one is he's rolling his arms, back and forth a little bit. And the other one is he holds, is somebody laughing? He holds his belt. Okay. So remember that because we're going to come back at some point and ask. So, anyways, thank y'all once again for tuning in. Let's get into the show. We've done the birthdays. Let's see if there's anything else we want to put out there. Oh, also be praying for the families here in the Texas area. We have had some bad tornadoes. We have lost some family members due to the tornadoes. I mean, just thrown out of their houses torn down from top to bottom, corner to corner, side to side, and lost a few family members. Okay, so keep Texas in your prayers with these tornadoes. Hopefully, within the next few days or so, they would have passed over. But right now, we're still in the midst of the tornado. So make sure you say a prayer and continue to pray for that family that we spoke on last week from Louisiana with the tragic, the husband, the wife, and the ex and the girlfriend, and the killing of the children. Keep that family in your prayer. So we're going to get right off into this music thing, talking about what's your take on being a part of Southern Soul for the time that you have been here? What have been some of your experiences? And is there anything that you would like to see change in Southern Soul or not?
What I'm seeing right now is a lot of right now I'm seeing a lot of bickering in Southern Soul about like who's Southern Soul, who's not Southern Soul, what is Southern Soul. So right now, and like me personally, I'm still new, you know what I'm saying, to this genre. So I'm just on the outside looking in right now, like checking out who's who, who, like what everybody got going on. So it's I don't know, it's a lot going on in Southern Soul right now. Like me personally, I think right now Southern Soul is going through a change. Like just like hip hop did like in the late 90s. Where you have some people that's been in the genre for a long time and they've been on top for a long time. And now you have other artists come in and they're getting some of the shine that they were getting for a long time. And it's like, it's like a little beef there. You know what I'm saying? Between the older artists and the newer artists. And like that's what I'm seeing from it right now. But I also see that Southern Soul is growing. Yes, like a lot more people are gravitating towards Southern Soul. And I think that's a good thing because that's getting a lot of us away from some of the low vibrational music that we have in our culture, like, you know what I'm saying, some of the low vibrational rap, R&B or whatever. But the biggest thing I see right now is bickering back and forth about who's who and what.
Right, absolutely. I just saw a post also where someone was saying that when it comes to Southern Soul, here's the thing: we have not even become a genre of music yet. If you go to your distribution, you don't see Southern Soul on there. You might see soul blues, R&B, other things like that, but you don't have a slot where you can select that your music is Southern Soul. Right. And so if it's going to be the bickering and the fighting constantly, artist to artist, promoter to promoter, it's not going to be a success. I spoke on last week about being structured. If you don't have a structure in the business, people tend to just do what they want to do, how they want to do it, when they want to do it. And there's nobody to go to. And if there is somebody that you decide that you're going to pick up on the side and go to that individual, are you willing to listen to what they have to say? Jeter Jones is one that's out there. He tried to give good foundation and set information when it comes to Southern Soul. He even spoke on, I believe, his post today that is not a genre. We spoke on that a few years ago where I had Big Rob on the show. And Big Rob said that Southern Soul is a genre. It's been a genre. But when you go to the distributions, as I stated, you don't see Southern Soul. You don't have you seen it?
No.
Have you seen you can't put your music on the Southern soul. You have to put it on the soul. What is it? Soul blues, or
R&B soul or either blues or something like that.
yeah, you have to put it there. So because it's not a go-to and because there is no structure, people do think that they can just do how they want to do when they want to do it. Raising a child, your child can't just come in your home and just do what they want to do. You have dogs, two of them now, okay? So you got to make sure your dogs do what you say do, not you
Right.
doing what they say do, because dogs talk.
Oh,
They just as human as we are. So if we had a structure where these people could go and sit down, like what make you be in the seat of saying that you're Southern soul, what make you have a belief that your music is Southern soul, so you have to be able to decipher from there's certain music that's out there, because every song in Southern soul is not necessarily Southern soul. Daryl Simmons is in the house. Soul music text. What did he say? It's not growing when artists are so selfish. Okay, there we are. It doesn't have any structure. Okay, just said that. No rules. Therefore, everybody is running. Let me finish reading this. Running wild, and that's exactly what you see. You seeing the post. Thank you, Daryl. You're seeing the post out there all over the place where everybody is fighting. Why is there a fight? If you're trying to get to the same level or the next level in your career, or is it a career? That's the thing too. Is it a career for you? Is it something that you're just doing? Some people are taking their music career as a career. They're taking the music that they're putting out there, not just throwing it out there. When you just take that music and you just throw it out there and you really don't care, now you're basically disrespecting the ones that's out there really putting in that work. They're going to the studios, they're paying their money, and coming back with that music so they can give a good show, whether it's here or there or all over the world. That's what they're doing. And so now you got them saying that, how can we get along? Is there a place in Southern soul where anybody is going to ever get along, whether it's the artist, whether it's the promoter, the DJs? So why are all of these people fighting? What is the fight all about? He just said they're selfish. You're selfish. So if you're selfish and it's all about you and not the next person, then that's just what we're going to have. Okay, Ted? That's my take.
I agree. I agree with all that you said. And like going back to like when I said I'm newer to the genre, I'm more used to like the way that rap was going. The reason why I said like I think it's at a point like rap was in the 90s is because there was a point when there was structure in the hip hop culture, and there was like rules to it, and like you could sell your music like easily, and then it came a point to where everybody wanted to be a rapper, and it got to a point to where nobody even wanted to listen because everybody became a rapper. So it's like, and I think that the same thing will happen to Southern soul if there's no structure. It's gonna get to a point to where it's gonna get played out, and it's gonna start becoming low vibrational.
Absolutely. And here's the thing: we have outsiders. That's possibly at one point I saw them coming on this side. Some of the R&B artists, and now I've seen where they kind of like faded back out, because once you get over here, there's a fight. You can't just come over here and say you want to be a part of. But if that R&B artist come over to Southern soul, you got a bunch of R&B artists in Southern soul. I don't know if they pay attention to it or not, but some of the music that you hear in Southern soul is straight R&B. Is anybody gravitating to it like, oh, okay, yeah, she can just sing? Yes, she's singing, but is she singing Southern soul or is she singing R&B? Does it matter to the artist if there is a R&B artist that's over in Southern soul, or let's say rappers? They have rappers in Southern soul. Does it matter? And I've heard where they're saying that if you're a rapper, you're not Southern soul. Rap is not soul music. It's simply being a rapper. So do you accept that in Southern soul, or do you let it pass? What's your take on that?
I honestly don't think that rap is Southern Soul. I think that you can rap on a Southern Soul beat, but that doesn't necessarily make it Southern Soul. Me personally, I think Southern Soul is like singing from the soul, like something that people can feel. You know, it's but then again, like I think like as far as people rapping over Southern Soul beats, that goes more with like trail ride blues. Because most of the songs that I heard people rapping over, it sound more like trail ride blues.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense to me. And like in my opinion, there's a difference between Southern Soul, trail ride blues, and juke joint blues. So I see
Mm-hmm.
all three of them different. But then a lot of people like classify all of them together. You know what I'm saying? They be like, oh, this Southern Soul. Because like a lot of people don't know what Southern Soul is, but they've been hearing like 803 Fresh. You know what I'm saying? They like that Southern Soul. And like to me, that's dang, it's slipping my mind. Dang, what did I just say?
Did you refer to juke joint? You didn't add, you
Yeah,
said
but I mean trail ride.
trail
It's like
ride.
that's what they're hearing. They're hearing like trail ride beats, and they're like, okay, that's Southern Soul. So like to
Mm-hmm.
do I've even asked a couple of people to make me like Southern Soul beats. And then when they come back, it'd be like trail ride beats. And I'd be like, I already got enough trail ride songs. I want like Southern Soul. You know what I'm saying? Something that people can hear and they can feel it in their soul. So you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That's why I think the disconnect is coming from because like you have the people that have been, you know what I'm saying, in Southern Soul, and you have the listeners that's been listening to Southern Soul, and then you have the new generation coming in and they're putting a new twist to it. And so now they're battling for what Southern Soul is.
Exactly right. Yeah,
So
it's
I
a battle
think that's
because
what the fight is. Huh?
you're right. Go ahead.
I think that's what the fight is about. Um, whether Trail Ride should be considered as Southern Soul or not. That's what I think the whole fight is about.
Right. Well, most definitely trail riding is not Southern soul. If
But
you take it way back to the Marvin C's, the Tyrone Davis, the Mel Waiters, the Johnny Taylors, you didn't hear. I didn't. Denise Lascelles and Betty Wright. You know, you didn't hear trail riding back then. You heard them trash talking, especially a
yeah.
lot of the women. They trash talk. A lot of the men, the soulful guys, they talked also. You know, and so I didn't hear anybody doing trail rides. Now, do you not trail ride? No, you don't. If you want to be a part of the trail ride, they're doing that week after week after week, the whole weekend. You know, you can go to certain areas, and that's all they do. They don't even have artists on the show. They just have a trail ride show, and that's what that is.
Yeah.
So you can't just intertwine it and mix it together because there's two different type of music there. Also, they're talking about the juke music. So the juke music they're saying is not the same as Southern Soul either. So what is actually juke music? Do you know?
um, I don't know because like I thought juke music was Southern Soul. I did, but then like you got people like Simply Wayne saying that he's not Southern Soul. So
Right. Right.
I
But
wouldn't consider
see,
that Southern
that
Soul.
music that he sing, it sounds closer to Southern Soul than you're talking about the trail ride and
Mhm.
the
Agreed.
rap music and things of that nature. So he don't affiliate himself with Southern Soul, and that's his prerogative. If that's how he feel about it, then that's how he feel about it. You know, he
Yeah.
doesn't want to be classified as a Southern Soul artist. He's a juke artist, and so he's saying that's the music from back in the day. But like I said, I remember the music from the Tyrone Davis and all of them. And that music was the blues. And they were calling the Chitlin Circle. Some of that was considered R&B. They were saying it was R&B. Oh, Daryl Simpson, he said when Southern Soul becomes a true genre, the different types of genres will not matter. Good music is good music. Let's see. Thank you, Daryl. We need should have had Daryl on the show tonight. He's been on the show before. Good music is good music. Rappers are in gospel, soul, country, opera, and so forth. as long as it's good music, just make good music, Southern soul, soul music, R&B, or whatever. We just need good music. That's true. We just need good music. And I think too, that's where the fight is coming from. This one doesn't want to accept that one, and that one doesn't want to accept this one because it doesn't fit. If it's good music, I agree. Yeah. If it's good music, because let's say, coming from the rap side, and now you a Southern soul artist, right? You might get up there and get in the mode or get in a good mood, and you might start rapping. That's what you can do. And as long as it fits with your artistry as a Southern soul artist, I think people will accept it just fine. So I agree with Daryl. If it's good music, it's just good music. If it makes you move. Now I know for sure Bad News. Bad News is a rapper. He came in as a rapper, and he is a collaboration to a lot of artists out there that are not rappers. But you know what? He can go and make a crowd move. I've seen him do it on a bunch of shows. He go and they love him on stage. Yeah. So do we judge him because he's a rapper, or you let him do what he's doing and push through? It's good music.
Hey, I'm not in the fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, like I said, I'm just observing what's going on.
Right. So, but see, that's just piggybacking off of what Daryl said. Good music is good music. And that's the truth. If it's good, it's good. Where one might not like your music, you got 25 that do. Right. You got 25 that might not like it, but you got 100 that does. So does that make it right or wrong? That is good music. Good music is good music. And what does good music do? It make you move. So if you see the audience moving and that music is going, it's good music.
Yeah. And so I don't think the fight is really between the listeners and the audience. It's more between the artists. That's where I think it's coming from. It's coming more from and like you'll see the artists bickering about it, and then you'll start seeing like the listeners, because like at the shows nobody's complaining. Like you said, Bad News, he can get up at a I Love the Blues, concert, and the crowd will get up and they'll cheer for him. They'll be in tune with him because he has good music, even though he's rapping like it's good. And like, even though some people don't accept the rap, it still kind of blends in with what's going on, and the audience don't care. But you will have an artist in the background like, that ain't blues. I don't even know why you're here. You know what I'm saying? Then they'll go make a status about it, and there you go with people coming in with their opinions, and now you got a whole situation because of how artists felt about another artist.
Absolutely right. And that's how it gets started. So he's up there, he's performing, and the crowd is rocking. They rocking because his music is good. His music is really good, right? And then he's like his own hype person. He's just hyper. And so he get them going. So now you're right. There's another artist saying, okay, like, why is this dude here? He's rapping. Everybody else is singing. Well, they accepted him as a rapper, and he's there doing just what you're doing. He might not be singing his lyrics, but he's rapping his lyrics to a good beat, and the crowd is moving. So are you mad that he came in and this crowd the audience is out there accepting what he's doing, and now you get up there, you singing, nobody's really moving? So once again, if that music is good, it's okay. It's okay. Just put yourself in a position where you're respecting you, and then you're going to respect your coworkers also. There's no reason to be selfish because there's enough room to go around. There's enough shows being pushed out there all over the place to where if you don't get on one, you can get on another one. And so a lot of times, we just want to rush instead of just laying back, taking your time, keep practicing and building your craft to be a better you. When it's your turn, you ready.
Right. So what they saying in the comments?
I think Daryl was the last comment. They're basically listening, trying to get a feel of what it is. See, that's the thing. You'll see these posts on social media. Like I saw one this morning about when does Southern Soul ever come together? You got the artists fighting the artists, you got the artists and the DJ beefing. Everybody is just, not on the same accord. You got the promoters there in the midst of it too. A lot of times I've heard where, when it comes to the promoters, they become friends with the artist. So it's kind of like hard to deal with the artist versus the promoter because they're friends.
Right.
And so, I mean, if you can put your friendship aside when it's time for the business part of it, then you're good. But if you can't do that, then that's where the problem lies, is that we're friends, at the end of the day, when it comes to the business, can we respect each other on the business aspect versus we're friends and we put the friendship aside, while we're trying to conduct business.
Right. All right. So I ran across this post the other day, and it's kind of in line with what you were saying, with the promoters becoming friends with the artists. Like, have you ran into a lot of shows to where like it'll be big shows and they bring the same artists over and over and over and over? How do you feel about that?
Well, it's really not a feeling. I would say the promoter have a right to bring who is going to help him with the show. He wants a draw. Now, everybody on that same flyer is not a draw. So he's going to have his draw possibly to always come back. But if it's a good show for him, the turnout is good, let it be what it is. Of course, you're going to hear one out there speaking on, every time I turn around, this promoter has the same people. Now, that's his choice. If it's his money that he's put in his show, it's his choice to bring those same 10 people or those same 8 people, same 5 people that he book all the time. Maybe change one artist, 2 artists, right? It's he's the owner of it. And so it's what he wants. And if those people that he has been booking for the past 5 months or so have been a draw for him, then hey, I see that's what it is. Before I would be like, why they keep bringing the same people? They bring the same people, but that's what he wants. So if that's what he wants, that's what he wants. And so if you want to be on that show, possibly maybe reach out and say, I see your flyers floating around, and that's if you're bold enough to do it, right?
Right.
Kind of like see the same people. I would like to give myself a try on your show if possible. And he can either say 2 things, that's yes or no.
Yeah.
But I have seen it where the audience are saying, I'm tired of going to the same show, the same people on the flyer. Can y'all get somebody else? We still want to attend the shows, but we're just tired of coming to see the same people. And so
Right.
I've seen a little switch. I've seen a little switch though in the past couple of years. I've seen a little switch in where the flyers have changed. They are giving some new people a try, like EJ Jones, the gas station young man.
Right.
He's been able to get on some shows and create a difference, with his sound of music and his talent, and the people just love him.
Right.
So I can't say if it's that those artists coming out are if they hot enough to be on the ballot or they just have who they want. How you feel about it?
I agree with what you said starting off, but I also feel like how do I say this? Like say for instance, like we have an annual show, right? And it's the same people for the last 5 years. But you have people that's grinding trying to come up and they can't get that exposure because you got the same people on there. Like, so I don't know what to think about it, to be honest.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's just one of those things. It's like I said, it's up to that promoter,
Right.
to either change the show or add some new faces. If he wants to keep the same people, there are upcoming artists that are doing an amazing job, right? And then there are some just doing whatever just because seem like. So
Yeah.
if he or she see the new talent that's out on the market now, it's possible that your booking agent can bring that to their attention, or you yourself, as I stated, can bring it to their attention as well. So it's so many ways to get around just watching or going to or attending the same event with the same people. Now you got some people don't mind. They love Tucker. They love King George. Who
Right.
else they have on there? They love that little crew right there. And so
Right.
anytime it's a show, if they got to travel to see those guys, that's what they're gonna do.
Oh yeah.
The Miss Jodies, and they're gonna travel to see those individuals. The Pokey Bear, they're gonna go see them. The
Yeah.
Willie Claytons, you got people that'll travel to see those people that's been out there. Even when I don't know if you remember Wendell B. Do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
Okay, before he passed, people would travel to see him. They would travel. So there are certain ones that they book on those shows, and they know that their supporters are coming because they want to see those people. But it's also fair to give the new and upcoming ones, or the ones that's out there, been out there for a little while, a chance also.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I think it's feasible to do that, to look through, because most of the artists now, if you see, not all, they will post their music, and allow you to know who they are, or they have someone working with them to where they're helping you disperse your music out there, and eventually you keep sharing it, somebody is going to see it.
Right.
Yeah. So what's your take on when it comes to promoting yourself and your music?
I think everything is promotion. That's what I think. I think everything is promotion. Everything you do is promotion.
Mm-hmm.
Because like once you become an artist, you become a character. And like that character is what people expect to see. So even when you're not on stage, you're not, you know what I'm saying, when you go to the grocery store, like you just out and about, like your appearance can have a pull on how people feel about you as an artist.
Absolutely. That's true.
So I think that everything is promotion once you become an artist. Like everything you do from the time you wake up in the morning to the time you go to sleep, like that's your character. It helps you to sell your music. Everything you do, everything you say, like that's promotion.
Mm-hmm.
So it can be to pull the people in or push them away.
Absolutely. And another thing is too, when it comes to the artist, everybody is not going to like your music. It could be good music, it could be bad music, or what have you. They're just not going to like it. And then sometimes the music could be really, really good over the top, but because they don't like the person, they don't like the music either, which I think is very sad. If that music is good, whether you like me or not, run the music. And so that's where it comes back, that word, a lot of people are selfish, and they don't want to see you succeed either. They rather fight and bicker than to be successful.
Right.
Yeah. So I think that's kind of like all we can say about what's actually taking place and going on. And we just hope, that things get better, that the artists can become team players versus not. Producers can be fair, to themselves, also to the artist / the audience, how they have to put that together. And the DJs, if you're a DJ and you're part of the Southern Soul movement, especially on social media, I don't think you should really just be biased to who music you play. As a DJ, you should give everybody a try. If your catalog is big enough to put their music in there, play it. And if you don't like it, you don't have to keep playing it, because your audience, even on social media, will let you know if I like that. They're gonna say, who is that? And guess what? Then now there's a song on that person or those people that's on your live to put in their catalog and play your music and put it in rotation for themselves.
Right.
Yeah, so we got some pretty good DJs out there on social media that's doing their thing. Also, a lot of them now have moved over to TikTok, and it's way bigger over on TikTok when it comes to the DJs over there versus the DJs on Facebook. And now I've noticed also a lot of the guys that were DJing on Facebook have gone over to TikTok, so it might be working for them over there.
I got to get more familiar with TikTok. I'm still stuck on Facebook. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still got all of them. You know what I'm saying? Like I got TikTok. I got all of the social media platforms, but I don't know. I'm just still stuck on Facebook. I guess that's because it's what I'm used to. But I'm trying to learn the other one though. So.
Right. Well, if that's how you got started and you're comfortable with it, I don't see anything wrong with it. And then you know, the more you move around, then you'll get more familiar with the rest of the platforms that they have. Well, y'all, this has been the show tonight. Trying to get some clarification, you know, on basically what's going on as of today versus yesterday, and possibly falling right into the set for next Tuesday, where we could possibly pick it up depending on the guest that we have. We're not for sure tonight who we're going to have next week, but we're actually working on some people. So y'all stay tuned, and we will be back with more information. As I stated, if you guys would like to ask questions, you can, and we can answer. And thank you all that gave your comments and your concerns. And Daryl Simmons, Soul Music Session, we thank you so much. I love to see when he comes on. He always has something good to say. So if you all are not following Daryl Simmons or Soul Music Sessions, please do so, because that's his stage, and you never know who you're going to see on Daryl Simmons' stage. All right. So I don't have much more to say. Teddy, you want to say your close out?
Once again, I just want to thank everybody for coming in. Happy birthday to all of the birthday people that we have in here for the month of April.
April the Tauruses. Yes.
Yeah. Thank everybody for tuning in.
Yeah, we thank you so much. And we're looking forward to seeing you all next Tuesday. We're going to say 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. That seems to work better for me, Teddy. How about you?
That's fine with me.
Yeah, I mean, because, you know, people done got off work and they're probably done with the dinner, and now they're sitting down. My feet hurt, and they can relax and push the button for Boss Lady Coco and Teddy Diamonds. And now, listen, y'all have to remember that there are two things that Teddy does when he's on stage. And so when we come back to ask you all what those two things are, we want to do some giveaways and send something to your front door. Maybe we'll get it from Amazon or TikTok shop. We don't know, but we want to send you something. So there are two things I'm going to show you all one last time before we leave. So when we do decide to ask again, we don't know if it'll be next week. Okay. So one thing he does when he's on stage, he do this. He's jamming like that. Because God broke the mold on me. And then the next thing he does, he's holding his mic in one hand, and he grabs, I'm going to say, his belt buckle. There's the mic, and there's the grab. You can't see me, but yeah. So that's the two things right now. Huh?
Look like I'm doing the salsa, huh? You know, like that.
But it's cool because it's your style. And I know it's your style because every time you perform, you do that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so if you change it, then it's going to be like, he don't do that. Yes, he do.
See, now you making it a signature for me.
Because you do it.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thank
it
you.
Is a signature. You can ask them too online, like what is the Teddy Diamonds dance, and see if anybody else know. When you do that, let me know. So I can win on your side. All right, everybody. Thank you so much, Teresa. Thank you all for tuning in. Remember that this is the show where everybody is somebody. There's no little I's, no big U's. We just come to get an understanding on this podcast, not to cause any discrepancies, but to express how we see things in the business. If we can help, we'll help. If you would like to be a part of the show, be a guest on the show, reach out to Teddy Diamonds or myself, and we can bring you on the show. Okay, so that's our time. We're going to say goodnight to everybody. Y'all be blessed, and remember to keep God first, stay focused, and we'll see y'all next week. Same time, same station. Good night, everybody.